night. Celestia continued where the more flamboyant Trixie left off. A spell in question, or a side effect of it, could be what is responsible for the disappearances. If this is true, then there is still time to reverse the curse on the night of the alignment. If we are to stop another catastrophe worse than what befell Ponyville, we must be prepared to act within the coming days. But to be prepared, I need a small team to escort Trixie to Ponyville, where we believe the ritual was first performed and the most sacrifices were taken. It is my hope that while exploring the ruins, there that we will find a way to undo a spell work and finally find out what exactly happened to all of our lost loved ones. It may be dangerous, but with Shining Armor's talent for shield spells and Rainbow Dash's intimate knowledge of Ponyville's layout, it is my hope that we will succeed before our time has run out. Why now? If something terrible is going to happen in just 2 days, why are we only now getting started? Asked Rainbow Dash, still trying to process everything she's been told. Well, let's see how quickly you can translate High Unicorn into modern vernacular using nothing but some smudged old scrolls and a few runes inscribed on broken stone tablets, shouted Trixie in a huff. It might take the great and powerful Trixie, an accomplished practitioner of magical arts, a mirror here, but Trixie is sure you'd have no trouble translating a dead language in 10 seconds flat. If this is truly your will, Princess, I can have a squad put together and ready to deploy tonight, said Shining Armor, donning his helm. There's no reason for us to waste a moment of our time. No! Shouted Rainbow Dash, louder than she had intended. The others stared at her, surprised by her panic. That is, no, I wouldn't be smart for us to search that at night. We might miss something important in the dark. Besides, it could be dangerous. Wild animals from the everfree forest are much more active at night, and the range is expanded with Ponyville gone. Heading out there tonight, we might as well coat ourselves in ketchup and mustard ahead of time. Trixie supposes she may need time to prepare cantrips and scrolls for when we arrive, said Trixie, doing some quick calculations in her head before looking up. And Trixie does value her beauty sleep. Yes, we should start at dawn's light at the earliest. Very well, said Shining Armor. Permission to prepare for the mission to Ponyville, Your Majesty? Permission granted, Captain. I regret I will not be there to see you off in the morning, but somebody has to raise the sun, said Celestia, rolling her eyes. Trixie, you are dismissed as well. Do try to get along with every pony, please. Trixie and Shining Armor both bowed low before exiting Twilight Sparkle's former dormitory. Rainbow Dash, a moment before you leave. The Pegasus swallowed hard. This was it, the moment she had been dreading. Alone with the princess, the tension she felt made her stomach lurk. She fidgeted under Celestia's gaze. Yes, Your Majesty? I couldn't help but notice your discomfort when it was suggested that you and your companions explore Ponyville tonight. You presented many good reasons as to why the mission should wait, but I feel that you were less than forthcoming with your true reasoning. Celestia moved closer to the tiny blue flyer, her eyes gentle. Tell me, has your sleep been troubled as of late? For the moment, she considered lying, but this was Celestia. The kindness and understanding radiating from her eyes made Dash feel ashamed for even considering it. Maybe. Tears welled up in Rainbow's eyes, unbidden as the word choked out of her throat. She hadn't wanted to tell any pony, afraid that they would realize how badly she was cracked up. Part of her thought that she'd be buying herself a one-way ticket to a nice padded room and a cozy straitjacket. It was only now she realized how desperately she needed to tell any pony, just to get all the horror off her chest. In my dreams, Ponyville is burning. It's always burning, but it's the middle of the night, and there's our things, ponies, my friends moving around in the flames. It's just so terrible. I know it's just a nightmare, but it feels so real when I'm having it. I'm terrified of falling asleep. I work as hard as I can to stay awake as long as possible without sleeping. I just don't think I could handle going to Ponyville tonight and maybe finding out it was real. I know that sounds crazy. It can't possibly be true, but you guys were talking about this maybe being a supernatural problem. Nightmares just never let up. The things I've seen in my dreams aren't something I could bear to live through while I'm awake too. Celestia drew her wings around the crying Pegasus and nuzzled her mane comfortingly. Shh, it's all right, my child. I know of the terror that you speak of, for I, too, have shared these nightmares. Really? But how? Asked Dash, wiping the tears from her face with her hoofs. Of that I'm not certain, but it's not just my work that keeps me in this state of perpetual exhaustion. Like you, I dread sleep's embrace and find no comfort there. I too dream of Ponyville burning, of terrible fate for its citizens, and for my own faithful student and her friends. Celestia brushed one of the last tear from Dash's eyes with one wing, and let the single droplet run along the edge of her feathers to the waiting floor. I choose, however, to take one small comfort in that terrible dream.